Well, there's 27 of them there, so
6, 7, 8,
yeah, there's a lot.
27. Could either get 27 of them, or from this brand name Skil, get
4 of these guys.
4 of these guys.
Makes the job so much easier because they have sure grip to them. They grab onto the edges of the nuts and bolts. So even the large ones, 3/4 inch, down to the small ones, and anywhere in between, metric, you don't need to know the size.
No.
You need to place it on.
So I don't need to know standard or metric?
No.
How in the heck did they
Because
do that? This is a better idea.
Right.
And leave it to Skil and that brand, worldwide brand, to do that. So where is the what you get over here? Well,
Yep.
it's right in front of us. I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these do vary in size, correct?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
They vary in size, but what it does is it grips onto the nut or bolt. So on the larger one here, you can see when I move this, see how that little, basically, fingers come out there?
Yes.
They grab onto the nut and bolt.
It finds it for you.
It finds the size and locks onto it for you.
Let's show it. Let's put it to work. $19.72. These are here, and I got to tell you, as a gift for the guy who has everything.
Yeah.
Right? Not that they're limited to only guys. You could do it herself as well, which actually might not be a bad idea as a do it herself, because if maybe somebody's recently widowed, somebody's recently single, and doggone it, they got to do some stuff around the house, right?
Yeah, now
this
they
is
can
not
do
a
it.
bad idea, and now they can do it. How's it work?
Well, all it does is you go onto the nut or bolt, it locks on, and you can see I'll push down with this all my might. It didn't slip, it didn't move, I didn't break my knuckles. That's what you want, so it locks on. So as soon as I take it off, it releases itself. So if I want to loosen it up, I can go ahead and do that. If I want to go ahead and slide back down on there, it goes on, it finds the size and locks it into place. So there's no rounding off of the nuts or bolts.
Wow, can I try that?
Yeah.
So all you do is you put it on there, right? It finds itself.
Feel it lock on.
And felt it lock on.
Right.
Absolutely.
It locked on, so there's no chance of it slipping, but also
Tight too, right?
no chance of you slipping and busting your knuckles when you're working on the project.
Now you turn it over the other side to loosen it?
You can turn it over the other side to loosen it.
So you turn it this way?
You can do that. It's
Right.
easy. Yeah, that's
Locks
all you
on
got to
as well.
do.
Now I'm pulling it back the other. That's a great little stocking stuffer.
Well-
Tell me the size range now that we have here.
Well, you all the way from 3/4, which is the largest, all the way down to, you're talking about 3/8. All right.
So look at this bad boy.
There's a 7/8.
So it's literally going to go up to 7/8?
Yeah.
Oh my heavens! Look at
Yeah.
that. So these 4 are replacing these. How many? 20?
27.
27. 4 replacing 27. Where are you going to store them? And then here's what happens. Guess what happens to me? You lost this one. Now when you lose that one, you lose the 3/8, ain't coming back. And this one ain't working on 3/8. And guess what? When I need to fix something, I'm inevitably going to need a 3/8 size. Well, now it doesn't matter because now you've got them, right?
And you get so much more range of motion when you're working in here, okay? I can go from side to side, but I also have bypass. So if I was trying to use a socket on this thing, deep dish socket's not going to get down to that nut or bolt.
Right.
It's not going to work. It's not even going to get close.
Bring me back to old school and the old-fashioned like a monkey wrench, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So this guy here, you're trying to get into a tight spot. I don't have any room left. I can't
Plus I've never ever understood how that's supposed to lock on. It never locks on. It always slips, and I always crash my knuckle against something.
But you can see the range of motion I get here. I go from here
Great.
to here. I couldn't even move that wrench, but I have all this range of motion to get into the tight spot, torque it down, and again, it's not slipping and it's not rounding off the nut or bolts.
Only here at QVC can you pick these up from Skil. Instead of 4 secure grip wrenches, actually I should say only here at QVC at this price for $19.72, brought to you with a dual material kind of handle grips. So it's, again, going to be easy on the hands while you're doing your work around the house.
Well, because a lot of times when you're working on things, especially car parts and stuff like that, it's greasy, it's dirty, it may be wet. If it's just a steel tool like this, you have so much more chance of this slipping. When it slips, your hands slip and you bust up your knuckles.
Okay, Mr. Doctor of DIY, now I'm going to play the objector guy.
All right.
Yeah, but are they real tools? Are they real tools? You're going to have to tell me about the brand and maybe what they're made of as well.
Skil is one of the largest manufacturers of tools, power tools and hand tools. They've been around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
They also make tools for other people, and other people put their name on them. That's what you're talking about in quality.
So it's both the name and the name behind the names you know.
Yes.
That's great. Show me some size range as well in the time that we have. We've only got about 2.5 minutes. It's back in stock. A set of 4 secure grip wrenches. These are the kind of things that in January, you're not going to see a lot of on QVC. You see them on QVC.com.
Right.
But you're not going to see a lot of presentations. When it comes to gift giving time, and you've got those people on your list and going, man, what am I going to get him? I'm drawing names now. What am I going to get brother-in-law?
you got
What am I
this.
get my
Yeah, he's got every tool there
got every
is.
tool.
Doesn't have one of these.
Here's your size range.
Yeah, so here's a smaller one. Here's a 3/8 that we're just putting on there.
But you know what? You don't have to know the size.
No,
Like you didn't know if that standard or is that metric. You just put it on to see if it fits.
we put it on, see if it fits, and we're driving it into a solid oak piece of wood there. So that's the great thing too, and it allows me the free range of motion. It locks on, it grabs onto that with 2 fingers. I'm driving that screw, that nut down into that piece of hardwood.
Pretty cool.
Makes it easier.
All the way from that little guy has 1,200 people on the line
Yeah.
to this big guy right up here.
Yeah, because I mean, let's face
All the way
it.
up to 7/8 of an inch?
Yeah, you get it all the way up there. You want the big one. You want to torque it down. You can go ahead and do that. You can loosen it up. It locks
Now that
on.
we got that shot, can you show me again what the interior of that, the teeth within that? As you see that problem, tell me about this solution. I just want to get that close-up shot
See,
of that.
right there, you can see that when I move this, that's what locks it on. Those little edges that come out there.
Yeah.
That's what locks it on. As opposed to this guy here, there's no edges. There's nothing there. This is all smooth. That's
Yeah.
how you round off the nutter bolts. That's how you create more of a problem than you're fixing.
Good point. And here's where you have to figure it out.
Yeah, you got to hope this works. And
Skil is there to figure it out for you.
you hope this is not rusty. You hope it still works. You hope that it locks on. So it makes a big difference when you're working on the home projects.
The 32964, in the last 60 seconds, what'd you bring us? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tell us about these
Well,
guys.
it's from Skil. It's 27 wrenches in one. It works on standard. It works on metric. It works forward. It works backward. It locks onto the place. It will not round off the nutter bolts. It makes your project go so much easier because when you have the right tools for the project, there's no frustration.
Well said. Thank you, Sean Pickford. Always a pleasure to have you here on the QVC.
Great to see
Gifts from you and me and you and all of us. And